What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And many of you guys have asked what is going on with Liverpool's centre-back pursuit, because after selling Jarell Quansah to Leverkusen, Liverpool are one centre-back short. We only have Gomez, Van Dijk and Konate, and Liverpool are going to sign a centre-back in the summer, and you will get all the details, especially about Marc Guehi and where that transfer story stands in this video. And so if you enjoy these transfer news updates videos, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new around here, because I post daily Liverpool transfer news updates. And thank you so much for your awesome support on yesterday's video. It hit 10,000 views and a lot of likes, so let's do it again today. And Liverpool remain keen on Crystal Palace's central defender Marc Guehi. That was reported by Andy Hunter in the Guardian newspaper. There would be appetite from Liverpool for to sign another forward player if Luis Diaz is sold to Bayern Munich. So Ekitike will not be Liverpool's final signing of an absolute statement of a summer, and Ekitike is at the moment undergoing his medical. The first part of the medical was completed yesterday, the second part will be completed today. I think it took place in London, because Liverpool have an office in London as well. And today we might get an official announcement of Hugo Ekitike signing for Liverpool. There is evidence that Liverpool's main target for a new centre-back is Marc Guehi. What complicates the issue is that he only has 1 year left on his contract, and Crystal Palace want a pretty high transfer fee, 40 to 45 million pounds, and Liverpool are weighing up whether it is worth it to sign Marc Guehi right now, or we can sign a pre-contract agreement with him next summer or after the season is done, and we can sign him for free. So Liverpool are weighing up an option, the option of bringing in a young, inexperienced centre-back as fourth choice and waiting one more year. Tottenham, of course, want to sign Marc Guehi, and Newcastle as well. They both got Champions League football, but Guehi's ambition is clear. He doesn't just want to play in the Champions League and in the Premier League. He wants to win it. So Liverpool are weighing up whether to move or to hold off on this transfer. The certain scenarios are in play. Charlie Cresswell is also an option for Liverpool. It was good to see that story was getting picked up yesterday. So he would effectively cover Quansah's departure. The England setup has even pushed Charlie Cresswell's name to the Liverpool staff internally, and he isn't playing for West Ham. That's Aaron Cresswell. Charlie Cresswell is a young player with bags of potential. He's just 22 years old, and he played for Leeds United in the youth academy, and that's when he got his breakthrough at Leeds United. He played in the Premier League a few games, and then in the Championship, and then he was loaned out. Before that, he was loaned out to Millwall, and now he plays for Toulouse in the French League. He completed 1 season for Toulouse, scoring 4 goals in 34 games. Just to give you guys an idea of Charlie Cresswell. He's English, he was born in Preston, and he's very tall, same height as me, 190 centimeters tall, that's 6 foot and 3 inches tall. And the move for Guehi hinges on Konate's future. That's why Liverpool are holding off on this transfer at the moment. The big question is, do Liverpool push now or convince Guehi to hold out until January or next summer, when Konate is expected to go to Real Madrid on a free transfer, and Guehi could go to Liverpool on a free transfer. And Charlie Cresswell, I think, would be a very, very good replacement for Quansah, but long term Liverpool want a more experienced option, especially if Konate goes to Real Madrid. But of course, if Liverpool don't go for Guehi right now, that increases the risk of Guehi signing for somebody else. So I think Liverpool should move for Guehi just to reduce the risk of him going elsewhere. But there's also a suggestion that Charlie Cresswell could be an option for Liverpool to come in now for squad depth, and then Guehi or another top experienced centre-back to come in when the Konate situation plays out. Liverpool have been linked with Ezri Konsa as well, who is also a very experienced Premier League proven centre-back playing for Aston Villa as well. So Liverpool are still in a heavy thinking and decision making when it comes to this centre-back situation. The big question is, if Liverpool make Marc Guehi wait for them, that means that Liverpool are maybe confident that we could extend Konate's contract, but we definitely don't want to lose Konate on a free transfer. So Liverpool might sell Konate in this summer transfer window and then bring in Charlie Quester and Marc Guehi both. So there is a possibility that Konate is leaving Liverpool, and that's why maybe Liverpool haven't pulled the trigger on Marc Guehi, as they may have hope of Konate renewing his contract, and that's why the Charlie Quester story is in the media now, because if Konate renews and we sign Charlie Quester, then we can sign Marc Guehi next summer on a free transfer, no problem, and maybe move on Gomez. The big problem is Charlie Quester and Joe Gomez good enough backups, with Konate and Van Dijk being our first choice centre-back pairing? The drop-off from that is pretty big. That's why I was so happy that Liverpool have been linked with Marc Guehi, because the drop-off from Konate to Guehi is not as big as the drop-off from Konate to Gomez or Charlie Cresswell. I think Liverpool need to make a move for Marc Guehi, because he definitely wants to leave Crystal Palace this summer, so if Liverpool don't sign him, then somebody else will. I don't think Marc Guehi wants to play another season at Crystal Palace, and the danger is that Liverpool, hoping for a free transfer of Marc Guehi, will end up missing out on him. According to Spanish news outlets, Real Madrid are approaching Konate and they are trying to convince him to, run down his contract, or they might be even interested in signing him for a cut price deal in this summer transfer window, and Liverpool could be open for that once they get a definitive answer whether Konate wants to renew his contract or not. If he says, I'm not renewing any contract at Liverpool, he might be sold this summer. And so Liverpool's priority is still Marc Guehi, but we have been linked with another in England international, Marc Guehi's centre-back partner at some England games, Ezri Konsa, because Aston Villa are considering a move for Celta Vigo's Oscar Mingueza, who I think used to play for Barcelona as well. So Guehi certainly appears to be Liverpool's primary option, but Konsa definitely knows his way around the Premier League. He has almost 200 Premier League appearances, and he is currently in his prime at 27 years old, and he's a homegrown player, so he would appeal to Liverpool, the Liverpool hierarchy and FSG, particularly, especially because Liverpool already sold 3 homegrown players, Kwanzaa, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Kevin Kelleher. Konsa was loaded as a modern day defender by Jacob Tanswell, and he boasts outstanding recovery pace, and he has a good anticipation and willingness to defend on the front foot, and good arrogance in which he displays confidence in centre-back position and defending with confidence, but not complacency. Guehi is somewhat younger, I think he's 25 years old. Konsa is approaching 28, so in October he will be 28, so he will be maybe a short-term solution for the next 3 or 4 years. But some of Konsa's underlying performance metrics are concerning, because when it comes to match averages for tackles, interceptions, blocks, clearances and area duels won, he doesn't rank very highly in Europe when it comes to top 5 centre-backs. The ideal scenario for Liverpool is to extend Konate's contract and to sign Marc Guehi on top of him, but I really like these links of Charlie Quester as a long-term defensive prospect. He's only 22 years old and he has a little Premier League experience, not much, but the fact that he played already a full season at Millwall and a full season in the French League suggests that he has a little bit of experience, but the Premier League is a much higher level. He wouldn't necessarily come in as a starting centre-back. He could learn under Van Dijk and Konate, and he wouldn't be too expensive, and his profile absolutely fits Liverpool's transfer strategy that he's just 22 years old and he can grow and develop at Liverpool and hopefully become world class one day. And yes, Charlie Cresswell is not a marquee signing like Marc Guehi, but he's young, he's physically dominant, and importantly, he has stated both the intensity of English football and also the technical demands of the French league. And he shined for England in the Under-21 European Championship as they won the competition, and especially in the final against Germany, he was fantastic. And Arne Slot, we want centre-backs like him who are aggressive in the press, who are comfortable pushing high and who are brave on the ball. And Cresswell ticks all of those boxes. And Liverpool have been scouting him for like 6 months now. So we have been interested in him for a long time. And that's the kind of strategy that Liverpool like to do. Forward thinking, on the front foot, and I absolutely love Liverpool's transfer window so far, and long may it continue. Hopefully we can really complete the squad so we don't have any holes in the team at the moment. There is a hole at centre back which I hope Liverpool will plug in. Luis Diaz also told Liverpool, in other news, Luis Diaz told Liverpool that he expects Liverpool to accept Bayern Munich's next bid because he wants to leave. Unless Liverpool, of course, offer him a new lucrative contract, but I don't think that will happen because Luis Diaz turns 29 in January and he's pushing for a move to Bayern Munich. He requested that Liverpool accept Bayern's offer if a contract renewal isn't happening. And that aligns with a report in the Bild German newspaper yesterday, which claimed that personal terms between Luis Diaz and Bayern Munich are already agreed, and Bayern are confident that a deal can be reached. And I like it that Liverpool are holding out for a much bigger transfer fee. Hopefully Bayern Munich can come close to the 65 to 70 million pound transfer fee that Liverpool want for Luis Diaz. And Diaz has been part of the pre-season training, but he missed the friendly against Stoke City, and Liverpool don't want him to get injured, so that's why he missed that friendly. And I think this transfer will get completed in the next week or so. And also it's very exciting, I might make a video on him separately, that once Chiesa seals his departure to the Serie A, Napoli, Atalanta and a host of other Serie A clubs are very interested in Chiesa, and the fact that he was left out of Liverpool's pre-season camp to Asia suggests to me that Chiesa is getting sold. So once that deal is finalized, once Chiesa is sold, Liverpool will go for Malik Fofana, the Belgian winger who is playing for Lyon, and Liverpool are expected to move for him. He is highly rated by the scouting department, and he is a flair player, young, very exciting, and much bigger potential than Chiesa. Maybe Chiesa physically couldn't adapt to the demands of the Premier League, and also Arne Slot, who is a genius manager, doesn't fancy him, and I trust his judgment because he has watched Chiesa in training all season long, and he won Liverpool the Premier League title, so he deserves to get our trust. And the Marca newspaper are reporting that Real Madrid are considering making an offer for Konate in the next weeks. Maybe Liverpool are encouraging that. Maybe Liverpool are saying to Real Madrid, if you want to sign Konate on a free transfer next summer, that's not happening. We are selling him. And if you want him, you should move for him right now. And a 30 to 40 million pound deal for Konate is better than him leaving for nothing. And as soon as Konate is sold, I'm expecting Liverpool to sign Marc Guehi and Charlie Cresswell as well. But at the moment, Liverpool are focusing on completing the Ekitike deal, and we are still interested in Rodrigo, we are still interested in Alexander Isak. So lots of exciting things to come, exciting moves to come in the transfer window. Also, Italian newspaper Sport Italia claim that Atalanta are ready to pay 12 million euros for Federico Chiesa, and Liverpool prepared to cover a large part of his salary, so he wouldn't earn as much as he earns at Liverpool, but he has a long contract at Liverpool, so it's better for Liverpool to sell him right now, so we get some money in and we get rid of his wages at least, and Liverpool basically get their money back for Federico Chiesa. It's a shame because I really love him as a player, but if he can't cut it in the Premier League, there is no point keeping him around for League Cup games. And also Arsenal have signed Victor Gyökeres. Fabrizio Romano said the here we go yesterday. That's a really big and very good signing for Arsenal. I'm a big fan of Gyökeres. I don't think he suits Liverpool's playing style, but for Arsenal, I think he will score a lot of goals. And also, there will be a big update on Alexander Isak tomorrow, because yesterday evening, Newcastle contacted Leipzig to discuss the availability of Benjamin Šeško. Because Šeško thought he will go to a really, really big club playing in the Champions League, and now it looks like he has to settle for Newcastle because Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United didn't go for Šeško. I think he would be good for Man United, but Newcastle don't want to miss out on their 8th striker target in the summer transfer window. Šeško's release clause is £68 million, but I think Newcastle want to get him for a little bit lower. And that he would be actually a very good striker for Newcastle. That begs the question, do you think that Newcastle seriously signed Šeško for £65 million and keep Alexander Isak as well? I don't think that's happening. Alexander Isak wants £300,000 per week, or he will leave and Newcastle can't give him that contract. That would completely destroy Newcastle's wage structure. So let me know what you think about all the transfer stories that we talked about today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, and I dedicate this video to the memory of Diogo Jota. Forever Liverpool's number 20, you will never walk alone. See you later guys, goodbye.